Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones 4.0. Alright, so we are going to be taking the fight very aggressively to the Vale, because obviously in the previous episode I decided to take things into my own hands a little bit more than I perhaps should have. You know, didn't really call for any armies, didn't really call for any kind of ally assistance or anything like that. However, that has now dramatically taken a huge 180 and we are now in possession of a massive party, and you're going to see that in just a second. So yeah, I'm just going to attack these villagers. Obviously, you know, we kind of need to do that to, you know, move on and everything. Are we having any herd problems? I don't know whether we're having any herd problems. Anyway, I'm just going to take the fish here just to make sure we have enough food. And as you can see, we are now in possession of an army of 2,200 strength. And I have already done a little bit of, you know, shall we say, covert actions in regards to the food situation in Celtigar as well. So I've basically made it so that they had a very small amount of food supply, and a lot of their people have now, or should be, having some issues with starvation, hopefully relatively soon. And then we're going to see quite a few get knocked unconscious, and then we should be able to very easily take this. And as you can see, we are also now having an army of 1,400 right by the side of us here. 1,500, 1,600. They're gathering a large party. But you can see here that technically, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I just want to go in. Do I just want to go in? They're gonna attack. They're gonna attack. Ooh, no. We need to go in straight away. Okay. We need to go in straight away. They don't have any siege active at the moment, so this actually should be pretty good for us, all things considered. So I'm just gonna recruit a couple of prisoners just to make sure that I have a significant amount of people ready to go in. And you can see my army is ready. These guys literally have over 3,000 people. They had to call for a significant amount of reinforcements to be able to even, you know, try to combat our own strength here. And that's a little bit worrying to me, because that means they're probably going to besiege this after the fact. But we can only hope that maybe that will not be the case, at least immediately, because now I don't have any of the other weapons, which I should have probably built. Should have built some siege towers and things like that, maybe even a battering ram. But obviously I do have the dragon to be able to get this down, and we have already starved out the garrison itself. So that is a perfect scenario, with the exception of obviously not really having anything else available. And my dragon can fly above the walls, which is going to be significant, because the militia are the only thing that is ready to fight. As you can see, the walls, or should we say the gate, is not actually defended in the least, which I am very pleased about. Can I actually kill this? Yeah, there we go, I got it down. Okay, fantastic. So now I can just fly above here. We can hopefully do some damage. Gonna have to go a little bit higher. There we go. Now we can start dealing damage to them. As you can see, pretty nice and easy. And hopefully my forces will be able to get onto the battlements relatively simply like that. And then I can go over here and I can do a similar thing. Thankfully, I don't have to change the elevation of my dragon either, because of course it's the same from both sides. So that's really nice. And we can also do some damage here as well. Basically, I'm taking no prisoners right now. I'm taking no prisoners. I'm not messing around, okay? I'm not messing around. You're not getting off my dragon. I'm just literally making sure that we achieve victory at Celtigar. Because here's the thing. In previous episodes, I've been attempting to be a little bit fair, but I just, you know, it kind of dawned to me, you know, it dawned on me that maybe it's not even. Why would that be the case? Why would it actually be? Why would that be logical to assume that anyone would be fair in a war-type situation? No one's going to be fair in a war-type situation, especially considering the Vale has been rather prickly to us in the entire time that we have been fighting against them. They have consistently been kind of irritating, and they have attempted to take a bunch of fiefs in Essos as well, and that means that they're overstepping their bounds a little bit, if you know what I mean. And they're even attempting to take various fiefs from Dragonstone as well, and we obviously want to try to prevent that from happening. And amusingly enough, Daenerys, in her infinite wisdom, has decided to make peace with them once again, or at the very least, she did decide to make peace with them once again. And we are also paying them. Yes, we are also paying them again, a rather sizable amount, mind you, around 2,000 every single day, and I have no idea why that would even be the case. Someone actually also mentioned that they're playing as well, and Daenerys also does the same thing with them, where... or actually, no, it wasn't Daenerys even. That might have been a different comment, but anyway, the point is, it seems like the AI does tend to make really weird decisions in regards to peace agreements, and they are, you know, weirdly enough, taking these agreements that are against their favor, if you know what I mean. So, in other words, they're taking things that are quite clearly bad for them, but they are doing it nevertheless. I'm not sure what is going on with that. I don't know whether it's a mod issue or whether it's a base game issue. But I can only assume it's a base game issue, because that seems to be something that would, you know, quite obviously happen, you know, pretty often. But I don't know either way, so I'm not going to comment on it. But whatever the case, we have full amounts of troops, and we should theoretically now be able to defend against the overwhelming opponent that may decide, we're just going to show mercy here as well, and they may decide to besiege Celtigar Keep. It has 0 people in the garrison, so it is very likely that they may go in for a retaliatory strike, or they're just going to run away. I'm not sure why they are deciding to... Okay, okay, here's the thing. I always find that so incredibly funny. I find that very, very funny. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, the Riverlands has declared war on us. Oh, okay, hello. Okay, that's very interesting, because the Riverlands are actually the people that own King's Landing right now. Yes. So if you think about that, and you think about the fact that they only have 6 towns and 6 castles, I should be able to win there relatively easily. I have to wait here for quite some time though, because I don't want to have my army appear outside and then have them be murdered immediately by these really, really large forces. So I'm just going to move them outside now. You think I can do battle against this guy? I don't know whether I want to do that or whether I want to move on. We could take Maidenpool. Maidenpool is part of the Riverlands, however. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's pay that. Let's pay it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm perfectly happy to pay the 6.5k. I mean, to be fair, no, I'm not. I don't really like that at all. But we've just taken Celtigar Keep, which is going to be our launching pad into an attack against the Riverlands. And as you can see here, that they declared war of their own volition. I did not do that at all. I didn't goad them into it. I didn't attack any of their villagers. I didn't do anything like that. So this is very much going to be a case of, okay, let's try and see what happens. And of course, the Vale, they are now placated. And they're not going to be making war with us for any period of time, anytime soon, basically. So that's going to be so incredibly nice for us. Maybe I can actually do battle against this fellow, or no, he's just going to go into... It's such a weird thing to do. I don't know. I always feel like the AI is so incredibly weird sometimes. I don't know. They seem to just do some completely strange stuff, but I guess, you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, let's have a look at the... Ooh, do we want to try and take this? They're trying to take Celtigar Keep, but you know what? I'm going to try and take King's Landing. And this is a lot earlier than I anticipated. I didn't think that you know, the Riverlands were actually going to declare war against us. That's the thing that I initially didn't suspect. So this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's see if we can even achieve victory here. Maybe we won't even be able to. My trebuchets are getting absolutely massacred right now. Seems like my engineering skill is not good enough. Yeah, we're having some issues with that. But we are... Oh, they have ballistas, actually. They're using ballistas. That might be the reason why we're having so many problems. But we do want to... Okay, hello. Okay, you've got 842. I do not want to go into the siege right now. They have 842 in that army. Let's see if they go in. Okay, they are going in. Let's have a look and see how much they actually have. This is what I don't understand about these kinds of screens. I don't know why they don't give me like a layout of how many units these guys actually have. Because yeah, you can of course see that, but where is the sum total? It's not telling me the total, so it's kind of like, well, you know that there's a lot of them, but that's pretty much it. Okay, oh, hello. Okay, we've got basically the same exact amount of units on either side. House Tully Longbowmen. Ah, okay, they're just regulars. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad, right? No, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, I actually did level up my trade skill a little bit more. I put another focus point in that. Your workshops gather trade rumors. No, I'm going to go for caravans gathering that. Yeah, that seems much better. And yeah, okay, so let's do this. This is going to be maybe pretty tough because I actually don't know the disparity of combat strength, because the combat strength bar is black on both sides, which makes me a little bit weirded out. I'm not sure why that's happening, to be honest. I would have expected it to be, well, obvious, and yeah, but you can see here, it's actually even. It actually looks like it's even, as you see there, so that is a little bit worrying to me, actually. But yeah, I actually did do a couple of fights with my dragon off screen, and I've learned a little bit better about how to keep my dragon alive. So basically what I've done is I've done this thing where I've just started the battle floating a little bit higher, or flying a little bit higher than the majority of people. So when you actually fly a little bit higher, it makes it possible so that most melee attacks can't actually reach you, and you can still attack them with your flames, as you can see right there. And so that makes an incredible difference to how effective you are. Because look at my dragon's HP. Look at my dragon's HP. It's full HP, basically. And I am forever going to have this HP as long as I stay at around this elevation. Obviously, this is very much min-maxy, and if you want to make sure that your dragon lives, then you can kind of do something like this as well. But yeah, generally, this is not something that I'd usually be caring too much about, but I just thought, hey, you know what? If you're having issues keeping your dragon alive, maybe this is going to be helpful to you. I don't know. But I kind of noticed this because obviously if the enemy can't actually reach you, then of course, well, then they can't kill your dragon, and then you just have an infinite supply of artillery fire, basically, and you're able to deal significant damage almost all the time. And that's the thing. Whenever they spawn like this, it's absolutely hilarious to just run into them. Obviously, they do have bowmen, and their bowmen are absolutely going to chunk my dragon in half. So that's why we got to take them down real fast and then just move away from their spawn zone, because they could spawn in with a whole bunch of archers after that. And yeah, obviously my forces are having to deal with quite a lot of enemy cavalry, which is definitely making things quite difficult. I'm actually going to consolidate my forces right now because we are way too spread out, as you can see. Soren's using her flame breath as well, which I always love seeing that, to be honest. I love seeing the AI actually utilize some of these more unique mechanics and features that the mod has available. Because, I mean, why would you play the mod otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, you know, of course you're going to play it because you want to be in the world of, you know, world of Ice and Fire. You want to be in that world, and you want to be with those characters and everything. But most of the time, you probably want to, you know, fly a dragon, don't you? You want to fly a dragon, and you want to experience the world, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So, generally, I think that if you're wanting to experience something like that, then this is probably, I don't even know, are there other Game of Thrones actual games? I know that there are a couple of I think there are a couple of mobile games, I think, that are set in the Game of Thrones universe, but I don't think they have any full games like this. They might have some other mods, maybe in I don't know, maybe like something like Total War or something like that. They might have something maybe in Crusader Kings, but nothing full, you know, no full games or anything like that, and especially not ones where you can ride a dragon. And so that's kind of the reason why I'm saying, yeah, this is pretty unique experience in that regard. There's only one game that I very vividly remember. My dragon's about to die, by the way, just purely for the fact that they have archers. But yeah, there's actually one thing that I remember where you can actually fly a dragon, but it's an extremely old title, and I can't even remember the name of it now. I just remember how it was to play it. It was pretty fun, but obviously, as I say, pretty old now, so you know, a lot of its systems are going to be outdated and so on and so forth. So, you know, nothing really to mention there too much. Anyway, I'm actually going to try to run away here, but I highly doubt I'm going to be able to survive, unfortunately. Have I told my people to charge in now? I think I have, right? Whoa, we're taking so many arrows. I guess it's good that we're relatively far away from the enemy. Okay, can I get on this? Yes, I can. Thank you. I've got to remember that I have to press L. So, literally, when I press L, I have to aim my mouse down to the point where you can actually interact with your horse, whatever it may be. And then you have to take your hand off the mouse and actually, you know, aim towards with the L key, and it's just like, well, okay, that's kind of difficult, you know, that's kind of difficult to do. Anyway, have we actually done a relatively good job? Yeah, we are doing a relatively good job, I think. I gotta be super careful here, though. I don't really want to die, but although, to be fair, I do have the postmortem possession mod, so I will not actually die. I mean, technically, my character will, but I'll be able to continue fighting, which is going to be quite fun to do. Oh, are you? I didn't want to die that soon. Oh, I can actually take over Or no, never mind. I can actually take over Soren, and here she is. Yes, and now we have a dragon. Aha! Oh, that's kind of interesting. Hello there. All right. Oh, that I did not do that. I did not do that. I didn't press that button. I didn't press that button. I can only assume that. Is she pressing that? Is she pressing that for me or something like that? I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. Soren actually gained a level due to my kills that I'm getting with the fire breath. That was me pressing that this time. And maybe we're actually going to be able to get a couple more here. Yeah, this is a bloody battle, that's for sure. Very, very bloody conflict. Okay, so let's see if I can actually do something here. Here we go. Okay, come on now. Oh, if for some reason my flame breath has done the thing again. Okay, well that's actually not entirely bad. Oh, well, why are my forces not charging again? Oh well, there's the other dragon down, and now I can get onto this L once again. And she does have a polearm, so she can potentially do some pretty good damage as far as I'm aware. Yeah, look at that. That's some nice damage. Maybe we can actually do some damage to the enemy's cavalry as well. Should have probably focused a little bit more on them, but obviously sometimes it's just very difficult to do that. When you're in the heat of battle, it's like, okay, what do I focus on? There are so many different opponents to deal with, and you just want to try to do as much damage as possible to pretty much anything you can get your hands on. And I can only hope that maybe we're going to be fine here. Because here's the thing, if I retreat, I'm not sure if that's actually going to give me anything. Because if I retreat, it's going to mean that Elias will not be able to enter the battle, as far as I'm aware. Because his medic skill only activates after the game is unpaused. Which means when he starts moving. And you cannot start moving when you are in an engagement. So if the enemy has engaged you in some kind of battle, then they're not going to allow you to move. And as a result, the medic skill will not activate. At least that's what I've seen in my experience, but I of course could be doing it wrong, or maybe there's something else that I need to do to actually get that activated. But from my own observations that I've seen, it doesn't really seem to be the case, and it actually does need you to move around. So yeah, that's kind of sad, because I was actually kind of hoping that it wouldn't be the case, because that means that I would have a much easier time of getting back on my feet and getting back in the battle. And that's the main concern there, because then we'd be able to use our dragon once again. And I mean, Elias got 460 kills, which is pretty good. We would still be winning even without that. Yeah, we would still be winning, but obviously we probably eliminated quite a few high-tier units and things like that, so that definitely makes a huge difference. And being able to pick and choose what you attack on a grand scale is pretty, you know, pretty invaluable at the best of times. So, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Oh, we've got to make sure that we actually manage to survive with Soren here as well, because obviously I don't want my spouse to die. Please. I don't even know whether Elias died, did he? No, no, no. He's okay. He's okay. So that's fine. Okay, let me see if I can do some damage to these fellas. They're actually pretty tough. Some of them are actually pretty tough. They seem to have a lot of HP, or Soren just isn't able to do as much damage because she's not got the best weapon in the world, I don't think. She's got a decent weapon, but it's definitely not something that can one-shot kill most of the time. I mean, yeah, she can definitely do damage. You know, it's definitely doing good damage, but not enough to do, you know, 120 damage or something like that, which you would require to one-shot most enemies. But it seems like we're actually doing pretty well now. Soren has gotten 99 kills, actually, surprisingly enough, and most of those are not me. Yes, most of those are not me as far as I'm aware. I think she had about 50 before I took over, maybe 60. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I've got to be really careful about those lancers as well, because I really do not want to get Soren killed, as I said. Nice. Oh, yeah. I actually miss the thrusting weapons, to be honest. I actually miss thrusting weapons, because I feel like I'm actually not too bad with them nowadays. So it's kind of fun to use them sometimes. There we go. There's another one. And it's fun to use them against enemy cavalry as well. Like, for example, this fellow right here. Oh, he blocked it. Of course he did. Of course. That is to be expected. But, you know, it's fun to try. It's fun to try to eliminate them with something a little bit more skill-based than the regular slash. Because slash is fun, don't get me wrong. It's definitely fun. But the thrust just has that kind of, I don't know, it just has a bit more satisfaction to it, because you kind of think to yourself, whoa, I actually did a pretty good job right there, you know? I actually got the timing right, hit them in the exact place that needed to be hit to deal more damage than normal. Whereas when you have a slashing polearm, and I'm not knocking a slashing polearm at all. I think it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's really, really fun. It just hits a bit different. You know what I mean? Literally and figuratively. Anyway, the point is, when you have a slashing polearm, you can pretty much just whack them any way you want, and you're probably going to get a kill. There's not too much to worry about in that regard, whereas a slashing polearm requires a bit more finesse, I guess you could kind of say. Let me see if I can actually do this, because as you can see, we're getting a little bit of troublesome situation right there. A little bit of a troublesome situation, having to run around that fellow. But if I get out my thrusting, there you go, boom! Look at that, 67 piercing damage right away. And definitely not a one-shot either, but, you know, decent enough. I'm not seeing too many people of the enemy right now, so it seems like we are probably... Ah! I was really hoping that we'd be able to keep her alive. And it seems like that is indeed it. Look at that, 126 renown, we gained 201 influence and 59 morale, and we were able to still suffer around 400 casualties, which is pretty significant, but we now have the opportunity to take basically what is one of the, well, probably one of the largest armies that we have ever seen, and we're going to be taking all of them prisoner.
Enough.
And there we have it. All right. And now bear in mind that because we have an army, of course, there's going to be a bunch of other people that will also be taking quite a few of them prisoner, unfortunately, because it would be really, really nice if we would be able to take most of them, of course. But yeah, that's obviously not going to be the case, unfortunately. All right. So I don't even have any space for the amount of prisoners that we have available here, so I won't be able to take any of them, which is rather sad. But yeah, there's not much I can do about that, and we can tell our people to just take some stuff if they want to. As you can see, they're upgrading some of their gear, and then we're just gonna leave the rest. I don't really feel like we need too much of that. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see where we actually are and what our status currently is. Okay, so no, it seems like the medic skill does actually come into effect right away, which is really weird because I've had times where it doesn't come into effect. So I can only assume that maybe it is disabled when you are about to be engaged in a battle. and so it doesn't allow you to go into the next round. Whereas when you are not engaged, so when there's no enemies nearby actually wanting to fight you, then it activates. I can only assume that to be the case potentially. Anyway, there we go. We were able to almost get to level 46, which is pretty nice. And we also didn't gain any level ups or anything like that, but that's perfectly fine. Let's continue the siege and see what we can do. I obviously have to continue trying to bombard the walls here. And oh yeah, actually what I need to do is I need to start executing some of these people, don't I? Yes, I do. Hello there. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's just make sure that they're all executed. We really do not want them coming back. That's the only thing that we are doing this for. I've been executing quite a few other vassals. Yeah, basically just hoping, very, very hoping that we're not having any problems with that either. Because there are obviously those times where you execute someone and then you find out, oh, actually, no, that's made things even worse for us, because what it's done is it's made the, a powerful son or something like that, the leader of the clan, and he's actually deciding to do some things a little bit differently from the previous clan leader, and then, in fact, you've made things worse for yourself. So sometimes that can happen, but I think we should be fine. I haven't really recognized too many people here, obviously, the Tullys and everything. But we should be fine to eliminate that fellow. And here we go. Let's take out this one as well. I'm just trying to make sure that these fellows can't really use their influence too much. But of course, the clan as a whole is the one that has the influence more than anything. So anyway, let's just run the game a little bit. Hello. What do we have? Okay, Pentos Rebels. That's not really going to do too much. Who's this guy? Riverlands Rangers, Riverlands Cavalry, 228 of them. Okay, yeah, okay, Riverlands Cavalry, 228 of these, and there's the Riverlands Rangers. They're regular units, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Let's get our cohesion up just to make sure I don't forget when we exit here. Inevitably, if we are actually going to need to exit because we've taken down the walls, we just need to wait for the garrison to be destroyed as well by the starvation. And we can only hope that that is going to start kicking in relatively soon, because otherwise we are going to be facing another very, very large army, and I would prefer to avoid that if at all possible. Peace offering. No, don't make peace, don't make peace, don't make peace. I really do not want you to make peace. Why are they not starving, by the way? Where's the starvation mechanic coming in? The starvation mechanic is not coming in at all, as you can see. There is 0 days remaining, and they are not starving, so I'm not sure what's actually going on there. But the walls are down, so technically I can go in. Should I just go in? What do they have? They have gold cloaks. No, they have gold cloak snipers. This is maybe going to be problematic. I mean, they're not that good, but they have a significant amount of them. They have 284 of these guys, and they are literally just going to chunk my dragon. Okay. I'm going to have to go in. Can I just destroy that? Oh, why are you taking so long? Are you serious? Oh no, this is real bad. Why are they having so many issues with these catapults? I'm not sure why they're having so many problems with them. There we go, we've eliminated... Oh, okay, killed that last one, thank you. Okay, now we're going to go in. I'm not sure why the starvation mechanic isn't actually coming into effect, because as you can see, we have literally 0. They have 0. So I think there's some weird bug or something going on there, or maybe that's just hard-coded or something like that to prevent King's Landing from being starved out or whatever, but oh well, there's not much I can do. So 2,100 troops. I'm gonna have to utilize my dragon very carefully here, because if we are not able to, we probably won't be able to achieve victory. They do have the, proverbial home court advantage. And, well, they don't have any catapults or anything like that. We should just go over to one of the walls, the wall sections, and try to do as much damage as as much damage as possible, I said, as What is that damage, though? Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. You see? That's what I was talking about. That is exactly the reason why I was worried about this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you. Whew, that was close. Alright, that was real close. Let's just get the gate down a little bit. Let's try and do some damage in here, if we can. There we go. Good amount of kills right there. And... No, don't do full damage. No. Oh, no. See, that's exactly my point. Hilariously enough, the dragon can actually suffer from full damage randomly. I'm not sure. There must be something that causes it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, look, I just suffered full damage again. I think I must be doing something wrong. But yeah, anyway, let's just try and... Oh, no. Okay, I'm basically dead. There's not much I can do here. Yep, no, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm going to retreat and go back straight in with the dragon intact, hopefully. Hopefully it's going to have enough time to regenerate. Let's continue our siege preparations, and hopefully they're not going to make peace. I'm at 6% HP, so I couldn't even go back in if I wanted to. What are we having here? Oh, we got another war declaration going on against... I don't even know who. I don't know who those guys are. And as you can see, the garrison has been eliminated quite dramatically from our attack. But the question is, are we... No! Really? So, oh, okay, what are you doing, sir? Why? Why did you do this? Okay, wait a minute. Who do you have here? Right. Oh no. Okay, this is not looking particularly good. We only have 39% HP, but we're not outnumbered. We actually outnumber them. So this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm actually really surprised that the Westerlands don't have control over King's Landing, but I suppose the Riverlands were the ones to, you know, take it somehow. I don't know how that happened, but apparently it did. And now let's just try and do some damage to these cavalry. We need to eliminate as many of them as possible because they are just going to absolutely murder every single person that they can. Let's hope that they run into Soren's fire breath. Seems like they're not really doing that, unfortunately. Okay, let's just do this. Just try to kill them like so. They don't have too many infantry or anything like that, so I'm not going to really focus on them too much. I'm going to try to do some damage to their archers as well. I can't really do much against them, as you can see. There's barely any of them after all. And it seems like they're mostly cavalry. So we're just going to tell the cavalry to charge in, or tell everyone to charge in against the cavalry, that is. And then hopefully we'll be able to kill them all as fast as we possibly can. And then they will be sending for reinforcements, and then hopefully those reinforcements will be picked off by me. Let's hope that we can actually do that. Okay, here we go. Nice, nice. Good hit, good hit. Can we get some more of that? Yeah, now the archers are coming in. This is not good. If we can eliminate those. Oh, hello. Okay, that's a lot of people. All right, not too bad. I'm kind of... Ooh, this is not so good. Okay, if we can just go here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, take that tree. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Not. So yeah, we're just going to make our way over here. Hopefully my forces will be able to deal with the separated enemy. I mean, let's face it, we should be doing so much better than them, but it feels tough. It still feels difficult, even though I am doing so much damage, or should be doing so much damage here. Okay, let's just swing around. Try not to take too much damage from the enemy's archers. They have a significant portion of them once more, of course. And we can just hope that we survive. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. How many have we killed so far? Only 300? It feels like I've killed, I don't even know, 2,000 of them. But no, we've only killed 300 of them. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh, now I'm more worried than I was before. Okay, well, the only thing I can do is just continue to do my little bits of damage here and there. Okay, there we go. There goes my dragon. Unfortunately, What a classic. Okay, well, let's go for Soren. We're going to take over her dragon, and we'll see whether we can actually do something with her a little bit. Oh, I didn't actually press that. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see if I can actually do something here. Okay, so far, this is... Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the fire breath. Why does it always... I don't know, why does it always do that to me? I don't know why, but whatever the case, let's try not to get this one killed. Come on now, please. No. Do not kill me. Why am I getting stuck? That's the thing. Why am I getting stuck in amongst these enemies? Okay, well, let's just do as much damage as I can. There we go. And how many have we killed so far? We've only killed 650. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like we've killed so many more. That's actually not the case. That's weird. Really worrisome, actually. I don't know. Okay, maybe I can sneak around or something like that. Yeah, sneak around on a big dragon. Yeah, that doesn't sound particularly likely, does it? But we will try our best. I'm just going to run along the line of enemies here. Oh, this looks good. Hello, I'm coming in for a feast. Yeah, they got roasted, didn't they? That was nice. That's the kind of strategy that we want to try to employ a little bit more often, don't we? We don't just want to go straight at them, do we? No. We really shouldn't be going straight at them most of the time anyway. We should literally just be attempting to flank as much as possible with the dragons, especially in sieges as well, as you could no doubt tell. Me attacking from the front in that siege, absolutely pointless. One of the worst things that I possibly could have done, so at least we've learned that now. At least I know 100%. Let's not do that again. That would be really, really bad. So, yeah, as I say, live and learn, you know, live and learn. Make sure that, you know, we adapt to those situations in future. Make sure that we know that going straight ahead against some archers, you'd think it would be obvious, right? You'd think it'd be obvious, but no, I guess we needed to see the results of our wonderfully stupid efforts. I say our, but it's not really ours, is it? It's more me, you know. It's more me. So don't worry. It's not nothing to do with you. You're not the one making the decision there. It's me just being a bit of an imbecile. But you know, I was excited. You know, I was excited to get into King's Landing. That's basically it. Oh, there we go. There goes Soren's mount, and she's now dead. Because of course, every single time you get dismounted, there is a bit of a stun on you after the fact. And we've killed... actually, Soren killed more enemies than Elias did. She killed 383, which is absolutely hilarious. And I'm actually not going to take anyone else's control. I'm just going to allow my forces just to deal with the remaining enemies. I don't think they are going to have too many problems with doing that, or at least we can only hope that to be the case. Because they only have, what is it, 1,500 or something like that, and they've only eliminated 274 of us. So we should be completely fine. And there it is. There's the victory. The victory chime has sounded 120 renown for us. Pretty good, pretty good. It would be nice to get more than that, but of course, we were pretty even. It was a pretty even battle, so I'm not really going to be complaining too much about that. And we can also take every single one of these prisoner. There we go, and I'm not going to be taking anything else. There is no reason for me to take anything else here. We can also upgrade our party if we want to. There we go, they're just going to upgrade it a little bit there. Mostly Drin needs stuff, because Drin has been operating a caravan for a pretty significant portion of this playthrough, and he's just not had any opportunity to be in my party. So he's never really been the one to gain any kind of upgrade. Anyway, as you can see, Elias has leveled up once again. Let's see what we can go for here. Plus 10% movement speed to parties called to your army. That sounds pretty fun. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to go for that. Call to arms sounds like a great perk right there. Going to go for more trade skill as well. And what else do I want to do here? Well, we want to continue the siege, of course. Let's just pause for a real quick second, and let's just decide very fast, what do we want to do? The walls are down, as you can quite clearly tell. The walls are down. Do we want to do anything else before we go inside? Well, we probably want to... We want to regenerate ourselves. That's the thing. We want to regenerate ourselves as much as we can. I'm just extremely worried that Daenerys is going to make peace with the Riverlands, because they are begging for it right now. They really, really want peace, and I really do not want to give it to them. So we're just going to go straight on in right now. This is really bad for our own forces, though, because as you can see, a lot of my people... Oh, actually, no. It seems like a lot of my people have already recovered. So it seems like we don't even need to worry about that. So that's good. And otherwise... This is King's Landing. Let's do this. Alright, so once again, the walls are down, of course. We've already had the walls down. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did last time. And I'm going to go charging straight on in to the archers. Haha. I would say that if I was absolutely stupid. But we're not going to do that. We are just going to go straight for the gate. Destroy that. And then we're just going to go up here. Not sure what I'm killing right now. But apparently I'm killing some enemies inside there. And we're just going to go around the side. And this is... No, don't die from full damage. Look at that. I just took full damage. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, yeah. I should probably be a little bit more careful about that. Anyway, we're just going to go here. He says as he takes full damage once again. Okay, we're just going to do damage here. Nice. Massive damage. That is what we like to see. And then we can get some more along here too. Yes, more of this, please. More of this. There we go. And oh, it seems like the right flank has just completely penetrated the enemy's defenses. I really need to get up here, though. There we go. Do some damage here. Nothing too dramatic. Just a little bit here and there can really make a huge difference in helping out our own forces. I'm taking full damage still from random things. Not the best idea, is it? Okay, well, we're just doing as much damage as we possibly can here. Look at that. Oh, the amount of damage we can do. Unfortunately, I am taking some damage. The rider is actually taking damage, Elias himself. So that's a bit worrying. I'm just going to go to the top here, just do some damage coming back down. This is basically the best thing I can do right now, which is literally just going up, coming back down, going up, coming back down. It's the elevator of doom. That is it. We are going to the rooftop, and we are then going back down to the basement level. And I am consistently killing myself with full damage, as you can see. There seems to be some kind of weird damage issue when you are dropping off somewhere. So, like, for example, if I'm landing on a bridge or something like that, the dragon actually has has like a bit of a free fall until you stop it with spacebar. So it's a bit weird, but yeah, whatever the case, we're kind of learning how to deal with that now, so I shouldn't have too many issues with it. But this is, yeah, this is pretty fun, I gotta say. This is actually pretty fun. I am actually very much enjoying this, but obviously once we have taken King's Landing, that is our final goal. That is literally our final goal that we've had for... what, the last 10 episodes or so, I think? The last 10 episodes, we've kind of been thinking, yeah, you know what, this is probably a pretty good objective to have, considering Daenerys has wanted that for her... Well, I don't even know whether she wanted that for her whole life, but generally, that was her goal, you know? So, yeah, generally now we are helping her, quite significantly, I might add. We are definitely helping her to realize that dream. And I have no idea how many kills I've gotten. I have no idea. So this is going to be very interesting at the end. Oh, there's another batch coming around the side here. This is hilarious. Oh, it's just so satisfying to have all of that pop up on the screen at once. Because you just think, wow, look at that. Just like, this is the only way, with the exception of... Oh, really? Oh, that is so sad. I really didn't want to die. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I can't really do much. I really wish that the game allowed you to like open doors and stuff so that I could go in here. But unfortunately... Oh, they're just leaving me. Oh, hello. Oh. Shot in the neck. I got a shot in the neck. Ah, that's... Oh well, never mind. Okay, so yeah, we are more than likely going to achieve victory here, but it is very much a case of, well, we're going to have to throw a bunch of enemies, well, actually a bunch of allies into our enemies to be able to make that happen, unfortunately. As you can see, we are outnumbered pretty much the entire time. But I think I can't do that, can I? I can't actually retreat and go back in here. I don't think. It doesn't matter, actually. No, it doesn't matter. Look at that. I feel like this is the end. Yeah, look at that. This is actually the end. We've got 40 enemy units remaining. And that is it. Look at that. We did it. Okay, fantastic. I never figured out what that bottle in the top left does either. The, what is it? The milk of the poppy or something like that. I believe that is a healing restorative in some way or another, but I'm not entirely sure how to use it. I can assume maybe F? Not entirely sure. Maybe U or something? I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to send some people in here. Finish them off. And who's this guy? Noble of the Riverlands. You are an enemy, and therefore you will remain a prisoner. Yes. What? I will endeavor to treat you. What are all these people? These are all nobles of the Riverlands. Why would I? Why would I? Okay, I mean, why would I let them go? That's kind of weird. Is that you? I've never met these people before, have I? I don't know. This is a weird thing to get now all of a sudden. But anyway, we're just going to take all these troops, as you might expect. This is basically a no-brainer, you know, pretty much, to take all the troops, because we're going to be placing them in the garrison in just a moment. Gonna let all my people take whatever they want, and we are going to continue onward, and there we have it. Okay, so we'll show mercy, because as I say, personally, I don't really like doing any of this pillage stuff, because I think this actually does reduce the loyalty. As you can see, it does reduce the loyalty by 15, and I really don't want to reduce loyalty at all. So I'm just going to spend a little bit here. Even if people don't really like me for doing that, I'm going to do it nevertheless, because I just don't want this to, you know, rebel. I don't want any kind of rebellion going on there. You know, that would be pretty stupid of me, in my opinion, but whatever. Anyway, there we go. Upgrade all of those, and then we're going to be putting a bunch in the garrison. There we go. I need to sort them out by tier, but that doesn't seem to be working as intended, as you can see. Wow. Okay, no, this is actually working by tier, I believe. There's a lot of tier 5s, that's all I can say. Where's all the tier 4s? Oh no, okay. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to put, whoa, so many Riverlands cavalry right there. Gold Cloak snipers, that's the majority of their units, I suppose. Riverlands rangers will also be going in there. And there we have it. Okay, fantastic. That's it. So we've got 335 in there, pretty significant, and there we have it. Okay, we have managed to achieve victory at King's Landing, but with a huge amount of dragon kills. I didn't even check, actually. I didn't even check to see how many kills I actually gained. But now Daenerys can make peace. Now you can make peace. Look at that. We're still gonna be paying. Look at that. We're gonna be paying 820. That is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, we'll just say yes, and there we have it. We've now secured King's Landing, basically. And there we have it, done. I mean, technically, we could have taken all of this beforehand. I mean, you can see, you know, kind of simply that, you know, we would have been able to do that pretty easily if we had just utilized our dragon a little bit. And obviously, Jorah was on his way here. As you can see, he's thinking at the moment, and he has 900 troops. Where is Daenerys' army? Apparently, she doesn't have one at the moment. But this is our territory right now. As you can see, we've basically taken every single thing on Essos with the exception of these three. And that's pretty much that. And then otherwise, there's obviously Dragonstone and all that other stuff. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it for the series. I think that might actually be the finale. because we've done everything that we can really do in regards to capturing King's Landing. But I know that some people actually wanted us to go up to the wall and try to fight the White Walkers and the Night King. And I'm thinking, yeah, why not? So I think we'll have a bonus episode, a little special special feature to sort of, you know, add on to the finale. And we're going to be doing that in the next one. So you can treat this as the end of the series technically, but then there's going to be another one where we'll fight the Night King, and that will be focused only on that. And we'll see how that goes. Not sure how long that's going to take even, but I'm very intrigued to see. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.